Blox Fruits has been going absolutely crazy with the updates, and there are no signs of stopping, because they released the roadmap of the rest of 2023, and oh boy, there is so much crazy stuff coming. And you might be wondering, where on this little map are we? And actually, it's pretty simple. We just got the Ghost Fruit update, and it seems like we're gonna get one very tiny update that's probably gonna give us a new boat. And then the really crazy updates are gonna start, where we get Kitsune, including something mysterious, as well as somewhere in December around Christmas, we will get the Dragon rework, including 2 more mysteries. Now, I think this right here is going to be released around Christmas time, because obviously there's a present above the head, but this one, it has fall leaves. So I did a little bit of digging, and fall ends exactly December 22nd. So, I don't know, I think we're probably going to get it before then. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the Kitsune fruit? So, let me jog your memory. This right here is the original drawing of the Kitsune fruit, which actually, the Kitsune fruit was part of a drawing competition that gave you a very small chance of getting your fruit in the game. And this right here was their suggestion, and it actually gives us a very good idea of what the fruit is actually going to be. I mean, look at this. There is a lot of info here, including the fact that it's likely going to be a mythical level fruit, which is the highest in the game. Very cool. As well as that it's actually a beast type fruit. If you wonder what that means that it has a transformation, which is like the leopard fruit, mammoth fruit, falcon fruit. I actually don't know if the falcon fruit counts. And right here, you can actually also see some of the abilities. The Accursed Enchantment, the Claws of Burning Agony, Path of Embers, and the Foxfire Disruption, which they look really freaking cool. Now, the other day, Rip Indra actually tweeted this right here, which we already kind of knew the Kitsune fruit was coming, but now it is 100% confirmed that this fruit is going to have a transformation. And bro, this transformation looks absolutely bonkers. There is a very, very good chance that this fruit right here is actually going to become one of the best in the game. Because, I mean, previously, every single time we've had a transformation fruit, it ends up being, let's just say, a little bit broken. They end up being really, really good. And this one right here, I don't think it's going to be any different. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, what exactly is a Kitsune? And actually, it is just simply the Japanese word for fox, but it tends to be more depicted like original Japanese drawings. So for example, a good example of how this might look is actually Ninetales from Naruto, but of course more with a blue aesthetic. And that brings us to the announcement of today, okay? Rip Indra, congratulations, my friend, congratulations! You reached not 100 million, 1 million followers on Twitter, and to celebrate, he decided to release a little snippet of the Kitsune fruit. And bro, there is so much stuff to unravel right here, it's not even funny. There are so many little details that actually allow us to tell a lot about this fruit. Starting off with the fact it dealt 4,000 damage, which is actually pretty flippin' good. Like, what? Now, of course, you can also see a lot of the aesthetic right here. There is a lot of stuff right here that gives you an idea of exactly how this will look. But one thing I'm very curious about, which ability is this? And I think if I would have to be honest with you, there is a likely chance that this is either the C ability, the Foxfire Disruption, or the aftermath of the X ability. Because of course, there's a lot of fire going on. I know, I'm an absolute genius. Now I think it's safe to say that all of this stuff is extremely exciting, but there is actually more than this, because Rip Indra decided to go on a live stream with Kit and actually give us a bunch of little snippets about this update. And you know what? These are some of the most interesting snippets about it. So Kit asked him if Gear 5 is coming, and he said, like the 5th gear of a car. Pretty much, Rip Indra is trying to avoid questions about the actual One Piece world at all costs, because of course, they want to get copyrighted. That's kind of like a thing they've been generally, it seems, a little bit worried about, because they've been making a lot of changes that are making the game even more original to just them, and not so much about One Piece. Then Kit asked him if there is going to be a new boss coming, and actually, he ended up giving quite a bit away. I was actually surprised with how much he told Kit. But yeah, pretty much he said, not a boss, but a new event, which, like the Leviathan event? I don't know, maybe something kind of like that? Sounds kind of fun. And then pretty much the final bit of info he ended up giving away is that there's going to be a new hockey color. What kind of hockey color? What might it do? Is it just aesthetic? Like, we don't know any of that kind of stuff. But dude, this is very exciting stuff. And that brings us back to the roadmap. And you just look at this, And there is just a lot of excitement because, dude, from what I know, there's gonna be even more crazy stuff coming in 2024. And there is a lot of stuff coming before 2024 even starts, bro. Look at this. Dragon Rework, as well as 2 other things. Like, what? It's just, there's a lot of new stuff coming. Now, if you want to stay up to date with all of the new stuff coming to Blox, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And also, let's get Rip Indra to 2 million followers on Twitter because, dude, maybe he'll give us some really juicy info.